What the hell is up, nerds? Why does it say waiting for me? Bro, I'm streaming though. Hello, YouTube? Hello? YouTube? Why? What in the shit is happening here? Hello? YouTube live yet? Okay, there we go. What the hell was that? I've never seen that before. Bam! Bam! Holy. Calendar's worse than not posting one? Dog, like, come on. Oh, you guys are unfucking believable, bro. Yo, Lab, what's up? What's up? I think, for me, the exciting part is that this is not the roadmap that they've been talking about. Wait, huh? Huh? Bro, 300 more vault spaces? But yeah, so this is not the roadmap that they've been teasing. This is completely different. We'll go through all of this. Holy fuck. We'll go through all of this, but what they do say here is, as we continue to act on your feedback, we're taking additional time to craft our long-term strategy for the future of Destiny. Notice, Destiny. Before we share a full state of the game and multi-year roadmap next. I think it's also very important, like I was kind of saying, I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now, like the fact that they're not just like regurgitating up a simple roadmap. We already know what the next year kind of looks like. The fact that they're taking this much time means that, at least in my opinion, there are very big discussions happening behind the scenes. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means, like, are they moving away from the 2 DLC a year model? That sort of thing. I don't really know, but they clearly were going to get a state of the game at some point. And then they're going to talk about multi-year roadmap, which is, that's good. This is good. Yeah, so I think there's a lot to talk about and digest here. But I think the number one like most important thing is, I mean, there are, you know, when we see this roadmap eventually, it is a discussion of the larger future of Destiny, which is, I think, you know, these shorter roadmaps are cool and all of these things that we're going to go through. I'm sure there's some really good stuff in here. But it's good. Like, I think everyone is not, we all know Renegades is going to have probably some good content. We all know that there are going to be things that we want them to continue to fix going forward. Like, no one is like, that's just what happens every DLC, right? Like, we're not necessarily concerned with the next month of Destiny. I think everyone is more concerned about the next years of Destiny. And so that's what I'm looking forward to hearing them discuss. And I'm glad that we got like an actual acknowledgement of that and a commitment to that discussion, which is exciting. I heard it's going to be 8 DLCs a year. I bet it all depends on Marathon. I bet some of it depends on Marathon. I mean, surely some part. It's hard, right? Because it's like, that really depends on Sony. To some degree, the ecosystems of Marathon and Destiny are interconnected, as are, you know, every time there's a large company that has multiple platforms. They are connected. One, it's kind of a cyclical thing. They kind of fund each other. That being said, it is more rare that one of those platforms going down. Like I like Marathon not doing well would obviously be catastrophic for Bungie. I don't think anyone's thinking that. But Destiny is still doing its thing. It might not be as profitable as Sony wants. But as far as we don't have any indication that it's losing money, right? As far as I'm aware. Sony just did the thing where they kind of reevaluated Bungie's value. That's not the same as losing money. That just means the company is not as valuable as they thought. But that is not necessarily a loss, right? So these are that's an important distinction. There is potentially a world where Destiny is still, or the IP of Destiny still has a lot of value, right? Regardless of what happens with Marathon, we just don't know. This is the there's a big difference between like our individual finances and a $4 billion company with 1,000 employees, right? Like these are things that actually, like in reality, they have a lot more safety nets than we do, right? Like there are government programs for companies that large. They have a business daddy and Sony, right? Like it's not even comparable. So, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. So, I get the idea that a lot of players want Destiny to be up for, and it's all content rewards accordingly. Let's be real, who's doing these 10 big power levels? I have no idea what that was supposed to mean. Quality of life is the most important thing for them to focus on. I don't think at this point, Destiny, there's a singular most important thing for them to focus on. I think there are like 5 most important things for them to focus on. I think I don't know. It's hard to say, right? But yeah, people are fucking freaking out about the vault thing, so I want to look at it. I saw 300 more spaces. In September, we shared a live stream outlining our plans between Ash and Iron and the launch of Destiny 2 Renegades, including plans for the... Is this big enough for you guys? Should I? Including plans for upcoming features and a roadmap for what's ahead. Since then, we've implemented many changes based on player feedback from Edge of Fate and leading into Renegades. And, state of the game aside, the changes that they've made have been pretty baller, to be completely honest, right? Like, there's still a lot of work to do, specifically on kind of the core game, the portal, light, that sort of stuff. But for the most part, all the changes that they've made have been faster than I personally expected, and they've all been pretty good. So, as an accounting student, I'm super interested in looking into Sony's books and seeing if they have any additional information on Bungie. Oh, dog, they have so much additional information on Bungie, I'm sure. Right? So. Yes, Carol, can you road on my map? Once again, this is not the roadmap. This is a Renegades calendar, but this is not the roadmap that they've been talking about, right? I'm unfortunately paid for Renegades, so I'll check it out. But after this, might be tapping out for good. Was a good run. Cool. I will say, I mean, we are getting like more free content than ever. There is definitely an in between of. There's a lot of stuff in between buying the max amount of every DLC and or the max version of every DLC and not playing it all, right? Like there's a pretty big middle ground in there. But yeah, man. Have they said this isn't the roadmap? Yeah, it's the very next line. As we continue to act on your feedback, we're taking additional time to craft our long-term strategy for the future of Destiny before we share a full state of the game and multi-year roadmap next year. So this is the roadmap that DMG has been talking about. And they're just saying, hey, we were going to release it, but we're taking more time. So I would expect this. I would be very shocked if this roadmap doesn't come out with, or around the time of Shadow and Order, which is the kind of Ash and Iron of Renegades. Their large update. I think that's kind of a banging. Well, so there's like a couple of things here, right? This could be really good for Bungie PR, where it's like, you release it right as you're starting to hype up the Shattered Cycle, get in good graces there. by all accounts. That's when Marathon's supposed to come out too, sometime in the March April frame as well. So it's like get people kind of good Bungie press around that time as well. And it's also just a good way to start the year, right? So I would expect we see this around maybe that February time mark before they start, maybe late January, mid-February, somewhere in there, right as they're starting to gear up for their kind of bigger marketing pushes. And I'm excited to see what's on that, man. I mean, like, I hope they do it well, because I like a multi-year roadmap. Almost like the only other time we've had anything like that was the Luke Smith Beyond Light Witch Queen Final Shape bullshit, right? And that was part of a reveal, right? That wasn't just a text document on Bungie.net. I'm sure there was that accompanying it as well, but that was like a big deal. And that's why I feel like this will be tied into the Shattered Cycle reveal. That's kind of where I would set my expectations. Will they have new supers or subclasses with the Renegades? The general rule of thumb, SB, should always be, if they don't include that stuff in marketing, do not expect it. That is the type of thing they would market the mother hell out of. So I still can't believe Marathon's still in the books after all the drama and scandal. It seems pointless to release it. That shows me that you don't know how big business works. I mean, we don't know how much they've spent on that game, but it's been in development for what, like 5 or 6 years now? There's literally no world where they don't release it. That is business. Shattered Cycle is the first DLC for next year, and then The Alchemist is the second DLC next year. As of right now. I mean, that might change with this roadmap. I mean, they did market the new supers in Forsaken. That is not... No, they did. They absolutely marketed the new... Because I remember the trailer with the hammer hitting the scorn. They, like, for sure marketed those, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Delete Shatter Cycle, release Beyond Light 2. Beyond Light 2. What would Beyond Light 2 even look like? Wait. Wait. We need new subclasses and supers for the casuals. Yes, because the casuals are the ones saying we need even more complex gameplay systems and more build crafting. That's not... I agree that we need more supers and abilities and stuff, but it's not for the casuals. I think people don't remember Forsaken marketing because Forsaken is when a lot of people came back. I also heard people say the Dreaming City was an secret, unexpected drop. No, it wasn't. I remember reading the Game Informer article that was like described the Dreaming City. And the cycle. They had seen the cycle beforehand too. So, anyways, as we continue to... Oh, sorry, I already read that. In the short term, we wanted to provide a preview of the changes coming to Destiny 2 with Renegades and Update 9501 that goes live the week after launch. The team has been focused on continuing to make improvements to power and progression and quality of life updates and the start of a new weekly ritual alongside brand new activities and systems in Renegades. So this is our kind of placeholder roadmap. This is to tide us over until, I guess, the real roadmap and kind of show us what's going on with Renegades. So where we have been, Edge of Fate, this part of the roadmap is stuff that already exists, so I'm not really going to cover it. But it's been largely good changes. The Game Informer article discussing Dreaming City secrets came out the same day Whisper did. Wait, seriously? be honest, Garo, is there any way that Shatter Cycle and the Alchemist will bring Destiny back from the brink like Forsaken? It's guys, we really have to think. We really have to. Let's have a real talk here, guys. We have to work on how we think about things. Okay, let's please please let's work on this. Okay, so why do we do this to ourselves? Why, when we make any comparison, do we compare to the absolute pinnacle of things, right? Are you asking me if two smaller sized DLCs with less content in between than we've ever gotten before will be as impactful as the largest DLC ever that completely changed fundamental core gameplay systems, revolutionized the Destiny universe, let alone Destiny 2, and added more endgame chase than we had arguably ever had. That kind of had that breath of vitality into Destiny that included a large swath of secrets and a ton of stuff that we had never seen before. Are you asking me if now, 10 years later, two smaller DLCs are going to be able to do that same thing? No, of fucking course not. Why are we asking that? Like, but there's a lot of space between are they going to kill Destiny and are they going to make me like nut? You know what I mean? There's a lot in between there. And like, I think we just need to be focused on like, hey, can these be like great DLCs that are sustainable and provide like unique experiences that we've never had in the Destiny universe that really set them apart from the other 700 DLCs 12 years into this franchise? You know what I mean? It's very... Rise of Iron is highly regarded. It wasn't nearly as large as Forsaken. That is not at all how you worded your question. That is 1 billion% not your question. Boog, what's up? Scaro, is it possible that 6'3" Latina shows up at my door with 2 kilos of crack? What the fuck? All right, Boog, I'm done reading your fucking comments. What are we doing? Rob, thank you for the tier 1, my friend. Oh, by the way, if you're over on the Twitch side, if you watch 30 minutes, you get an exclusive emblem, and if you gift a sub or become a sub, you get an exclusive Go Shell. Rise of Iron's the most overrated DLC of all time. I think that would be Taken King, personally, but Rise of Iron, the thing that Rise of Iron did very well, and it's almost a cop, or it's not really a cop out, but it's kind of like a technicality. I think Rise of Iron for me hit so hard specifically because Age of Triumph, right? It's like the things that I remember most in DLCs are the sticking power, like the things that keep me engaged in the game for longer. Most DLCs, you play the campaign, you never touch them again. You do all the activities, blah, 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 blah. The things that set all of them apart are these long-lasting things. For all of the shit I give Gambit, Gambit added a lot of longevity to Forsaken before it was incredibly bad. That's just one example. And so I think for me, Rise of Iron is just had so much extra life past the normal cycle of the DLC, whereas Taken King died like fucking immediately, and then we got very little content in April, but for the most part we didn't get like content for the entire year. This is not the roadmap, Hammy. But like we gotta stop, guys. Like, look. The state of the world, the state of the community, the state of the game, the state of Bungie, the state of Sony, etc., 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 are all entirely different than they were 10 years ago. I don't think people like understand, and this is a conversation I try to have a lot, but they could release a DLC the size of Forsaken. They could try to push the boundaries as much as they do with Forsaken, but it won't hit as hard. So much of the reason why these DLCs, the Taken King, Forsaken, hit so hard is because they were fairly early on in Destiny, and we didn't really know what Destiny was. And so any breaking of our expectations hit so much harder. And like the thing I always say is like the gap, like just like our perception of no raids ever existing in video games, or at least like first person shooters, to Vault of Glass, like that innovation will always be infinitely larger than the gap between like Vault of Glass and like Desert Perpetual or The Last Wish. Like just the innovation itself is the thing that hits so hard. And as the game goes on for longer and the Destiny experience becomes more and more solved, things become less exciting. They have to innovate so much further. They have to blow our expectations out of the water so much further to attain that same reaction. It's just not, you can't compare them at all, right? We see this all the time. We see it all the time. If the Lightfall seasons, first off, came out in the first 2 years of Destiny 2, people, like, it wouldn't even be close. They would be regarded as the best seasons ever. Or, well, the best Destiny content ever. The pure amount of content we got, the pure diversity of content we got, et cetera, et cetera. They'd probably be, like, way too hard for our little baby brains back then, but it's just, like, it's just so... we are different people than we were back then. It's just, you can't do that. I think the best way to bring goodwill back is to return all the vaulted content, even if the logistics make that very hard. And I think that is a deeply unserious take. I think, like, the amount of manpower that would take would mean that we get way less new content. If you want to kill the game faster than ever, it's you stop releasing new content. It's just like, we have to stop with the regurgitated Reddit takes, okay? They're bad takes. I know you're gonna say to stop, but this is what the most oh my fucking Christ. I know you're saying stop. All right. Can one of my mods, can you find a free grammar book on like English punctuation and just spam that in chat, please? I know you're saying stop, but this is what the majority of players want. Why do you think people are leaving? They want more exotics, more supers, more subclasses. It's not rocket science. No, that's just wrong. It's just wrong. Like, if you, like, dog, we have to stop. Okay, from now on with this stream, I'm not saying those things wouldn't help, but the game isn't dying because there's not enough exotics, bro. Every stream, I'm gonna give out the most Redditor. I'm gonna cheat. Oh my god, bro. I just don't even know, man. Look, I hear you. I hear you, and I respect your opinions, but respectfully, they're wrong. If they ported the game to UE5, this is a meme, by the way, they could literally AI generate converting menagerie. Dude. Oh, man. How are there no new aspects this year? So they, I mean, they told us a while ago. When did they tell us this? Was it with Revenant? It was with one of the episodes. They said, hey, it's pretty much you get new aspects or new armor, and people freaked the fuck out when we got new aspects. So that's why. Yeah. I'd be fine with the game taking a year or two off. Yeah, I honestly, at this point, that's like, I think Destiny drastically needs that. I don't think the game should limp. Just give it a break. Give Destiny 2 age of trying to keep people around if they want to. Yeah, I agree. I have been on this train for like the last 3 months now, 4 months, like really hard. You know, finale event for Destiny 2. Give people shit to grind long term. Make like super uber rare shit. Keep some people engaged. Go dark for 3 years. Make Destiny 3. That's like post Edge of Fate. That is the Scarrow mentality. So. State of the game is a must. They said they were releasing it early next year. Well, they didn't say early. They said next year, but I assume early next year. Okay, Renegades launch. We get the Renegades campaign, the Lawless Frontier activity, an exotic mission, the new dungeon Equilibrium. Is this the earliest they've ever told us the name of a dungeon? And also, this is Star Wars, so this is like, the dungeon is probably gonna deal with like the balance of like the light side and the dark side, right? Like this will be some grade Jedi shit. New weapons, blasters, new exotic Praxic blade, which I believe is the lightsaber. Yeah, we'll watch the dungeon trailer too. Seasonal power carries over. All exotic weapons and armor are featured. That's a good change. Edge of Fate featured gear continues. Vault space increase 300. Vault space sorting improvements. Okay. Universal exotic universal exotic armor ornaments. Yo, Scyther, thank you for the Prime. What the fuck does that mean? I just realized that Luke Smith's Hope tweet in the video was about Star Wars. No. Wait a second. It's explained below? Okay. Returning player bonus and rewards, 300 power catch-up. Wait, they put that over here. Wait, did they not? Catch-up chest! You can't list the same thing twice, bro! Portal Activity Edition, new solo op, Typhon Imperator. Is that... That's the name of, is that Callus's ship? The Poser Leviathan? Is that, Nope. Where the fuck is Neomuna? Yeah, it is. Typhon Imperator. That's a good space. I'm actually cool with that. As long as the solo op is not salt mines, I'm cool with it. Fireteam Ops return to the Sunless Cell. There you go. Introducing Arena Ops 6-player activities. Okay, 6-player activities. What are 6-player activities that are post Beyond Light that they could bring back? What are all the 6-man activities post Beyond Light? Okay, wait. Oh, they talk about it? Do they? Sundial is not post Beyond Light. Astral Alignment? Oh, keep reading. Fuck me. Okay. Pinnacle Ops Return to Vox Obscura. No! No one wants this! And do you realize? Good. I'm glad. Sorry, Kitty. I'm sorry. She did not like that. Do you realize is good? That means people can get Barodiad, and I think that mission's fine. It's actually not too long either, so I think that'll be a good farm. Portal rewards and cosmetics refresh across the board. New trials stuff already? Didn't we just get new trial stuff with Edge of Fate? Sorry, Sneaky. Order system, common, legendaries. Thanks. Thanks for this awesome description of the order system. Weekly rituals, Vanguard Alerts. I think that was in the TWAB, right? Okay. Continued weekly modifiers and events. Sword Week returns, Foundry weapon sponsorship. The Dawning Arms Week bows. Iron Banner Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal better have the Star Wars Briggs in them. Mid-season call to arms. Mid-season call to arms. Surges, rewards, bonuses, and more. That says boosts, actually. Okay. Where we've been and where we're going. As we prepare for Destiny 2 update in December, we'd like to take a moment to reflect on some learnings from the Destiny 2 update 9.0.0 and 9.1.0 before shifting focus to our new upcoming content. Starting with Edge of Fate. There better be more story than Edge of Fate? What? Of all the things you could say, I would say, like, what am my main critique? Like, okay, the surrounding systems of Edge of Fate, we all know, aren't that great. Edge of Fate itself, decent, especially the story. But Edge of Fate is by far the longest campaign we've ever had. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Better have more story than the longest DLC or the longest campaign we've ever had. Like, bro, get fucking serious, dude. Oh my god, dude. You guys kill me. 18 missions? 7 hours? Not enough. Like, what are we fucking doing, man? You already know Renegade's story. There's fucking 9 movies about it, okay? YouTube comments getting generated by Grok today. Dude. I love this, like, the low-key beef between my Twitch chat and my YouTube chat. It keeps me going. It gives me life. It's not even talking about the quality of the Edge of Fate narrative, which was brilliant. All that person said, the quote was literally, it had nothing to do with story, the quality of the story. They said, there better be more story than Edge of Fate, which had objectively, like, the most story that we've ever had in a Destiny campaign. Nothing about the quality. It was quantity, which is an absurd thing to stand on. Man. What? What do you want, Brad? I think Shadow has something to say to YouTube chat. What do you have to say? She's just a brat. Oh, you can't see because of my mic. All right, well, enjoy the blur that is my cat. Getting head scritches. Dude, it is so fucking hot. Oh my gosh. I need to turn on my AC, but I'm too lazy for that. Oh no. My immersion's ruined. Okay. Dark Lurker, thank you for becoming a member. Who's your dungeon team? Hoon and one of Hoon's friends. Dogs are better than cats? What's your favorite raid, Chase? I want to test a theory I'm cooking up real quick. Yeah, I'm on Team Cat superiority. They're way less maintenance. They're equally as dumb. And they do the cute otter thing, which is super cute. Witch Queen? Oh, so close. That's a DLC, not a raid. Okay. Yeah, that about that about answered my question. Okay. My favorite raid is Witch Queen, bro. Okay, sorry. Fuck, it's hot, dude. I'm sweating so much. I might actually start dripping, dude. Oh, man. With Edge of Fate, we presented a different vision for the future of Destiny 2's core game. One intended to refocus our releases and player call to action on a familiar but deeper pursuit of power, and ascending to higher tiers of gear across a wider range of activities, supporting customizable challenge and commensurate rewards. Very quickly, the feedback was made clear that this was the wrong path for Destiny. It's also very gratifying because I very strongly suggested and said that this was not the correct path for Destiny. People were going to dislike this. And it sucks that I was right, but here we are. Even if our execution had been perfect, we see it plainly that it was not, it's clear that grinding power will never be a substitute for earning a trophy. Okay, that's a good takeaway, though. Climbing through throwaway tiers en route to the gear you want to build around isn't aspirational, and the portal itself surrenders too much of Destiny's feeling of place and exploration. These lessons and others beside them have been taken to heart by our team over the last 3 months. What really bothers me And I think this might be a consequence of how fast the team has to work on stuff. This feels like a very obvious thing. Like, if you look at the history of Destiny, this feels very obvious. Like, incredibly obvious. And I don't know if that's because I have had, in terms of video games, like zero life outside of Destiny for the last 10 years. Maybe, you know, this could be due to like internal turnover within Destiny, like, or within Bungie, like people being put in different positions that they weren't in before, or even, you know, external turnover, that sort of thing. But I feel like we are constantly running into a lot of issues in Destiny where we have to learn lessons that feel incredibly obvious. And, I thought you were supposed to shill. So wait, never mind. All right, bro. Scaro's genuinely unbearable. God damn. Let's go. Because it does feel like they spend a lot of time getting really close to things and then having to walk back, like all of these huge changes that they've made. And I just like, I can't stop thinking about, especially over the last 2 years, how much time has been put into developing things and then how much time has to be put into undeveloping those things. And it's just brutal. And you know, the team is like, they're clearly working so fast, like they're making so much content so fast, like, and I feel like a lot of times they're just making these snap decisions for a lot of these things. But I think like a really good example, it's like, it is a small example, but we logged on to Call to Arms yesterday, and within 5 minutes, it was so obvious. I did one run, a single run assault mines, and it was so obvious all of the flaws with this system. And this is a very small example when you have large examples like the portal and power leveling and the tier system and all of this. This is a very small example. But it took us 5 minutes to realize, like, hey, there's a lot of stuff here that isn't great. And it's and the unfortunate part is the not good stuff really heavily impacts the stuff that is genuinely very good. And it's just so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate, and it really just feels like everything here felt so obvious. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I feel like we waste a lot of time because of that. Why would you do this when nobody asked for this is a really common complaint in the gaming industry right now. I think it's okay for companies to try to provide like, if gaming companies didn't make things we never asked for, Destiny wouldn't exist, right? Like, I think Destiny is really the epitome of people, like a bunch of people coming together and making a passion project that nobody asked for, and it being truly revolutionary, right? And I think there are a lot of like the best success stories in gaming, our favorite games are a result of that, right? Like, I don't think the right mentality is, because like the community doesn't know what the fuck they want. Like, we just had 7 people say that what's wrong with Destiny 2 right now is that we get 3 exotics every season instead of 4. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what we want. Just waiting for us to ask for things is not the right way to go about it. But there's a really big gap between like being really passionate and delivering things that your team believes in and is truly transformative, and then doing this that has like so many like pretty obvious landmines in the way. And it's just like, you know, and there's so many factors that certainly affect that, but it really feels like for the last 2 or 3 years, like every time it's like they do something like this, they spend so much time walking it back. And I just wish, I hope at some point there's like a, hey, maybe we should just like breathe and think about this a little bit. That's just where I am. I don't know. It's hard because I'm sure they're fucking just cranking through content. You know, they're probably already working on Shattered Cycle, right? And so it's got to be hard to respond, but man, It's tough. It's tough, man. But yeah, sorry, that was a soapbox that I didn't need to spend time on, but I did. For the last updates, our focus across the entire team has been responding to player feedback, starting with the fastest. That's kind of my point. Like, we spent the last 4 months, like, exclusively worrying about fixing what they broke. And it's like, just think about, like, once again, I'm not a game dev. I have no idea how many resources that takes. I have to imagine it's significant, though. And it's like, what did we lose out on because they then had to focus on fixing things they broke? You know? I don't know, man. Starting with the fastest changes and working through the more challenging ones. Our focus was on faster, better rewards, more player agency and activity choice, and removing barriers from playing with friends. Oh, I'm gonna turn on my AC. I'm like fucking dying. How hot is it outside? It's fucking 60 degrees outside. It's snowing. What the hell? If I wasn't wearing a black shirt, dude, I'd have so much sweat visible right now. Ugh. Whew. Going into Renegades, a focus on quality of life and rewards. In the updates in December, we have continued to apply lessons learned in Renegades and the core game. Some of these changes address longer-term feedback items, while others are continued iteration on feedback items from Edge of Fate. Wider access to power progression, especially in expansion content. Players will be able to reach the power cap directly through Renegades activities if they wish. Seasonal power and featured gear carrying across seasons. All exotic weapons and armor are now featured, additionally removing power catch-up mechanics from a chest needing a manual pickup to organic drops. Sign in, play Renegades, catapult to 300 power, play with your friends. Vault capacity and upgrades to ease collection pressure. We have increased vault capacity by an additional 300 slots, and we're working on more. Wow. In addition, the vault now has a revamped filtering system to help find what you're looking for faster. That's awesome. We'll take a look at the vault. But this is like just another example of kind of what I'm talking about, right? Like, so now they're removing the power grind, and you'll still have to grind from 300 to 550 if you haven't done that already, and that will take some time. It is way faster than it used to be, but this genuinely worries me because now there is like no chase, right? If you're 500, if you're 450 or above, you're getting tier 5 of the new gear almost immediately. And so the sort of grind cycle for Renegades is now artificially shortened because instead of there wasn't anything developed that like an interesting farming loop developed. They spent time developing this power thing only to work it back, and now it's leaving a grind vacuum, and it's hard, right? Like, now what happens? The chase is the tier 5 gear, but tier 5 gear takes 10 minutes to get. Yo, Laffy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Not having an unreasonable amount of vault space in a looter shooter is bad. This is a looter shooter without loot you can keep. Casuals already left. The casuals did not leave because of vault space. Thank you for the super chat. I think so. Personally, I've never had an issue with 700 spots. 1,000 slots seems more than generous. Like, it seems fine. We survived for 3 years with like 20 slots in Destiny 1. But once again, like, people keep making these ridiculous claims, like, oh, new players are leaving because there's no sexy moms that you can hit on in Destiny. Like, what are we fucking talking about? Like, sure, these are smaller issues that kind of add up over time, but if you think the main issue, like the main thing going wrong with Destiny right now are fewer exotics or not enough vault space, like, you're just fucking out of your mind. Like, you have no perspective. I don't know, like, I'm not saying they're not problems, because they clearly are, but they are not the main issues. They're not part of the core fundamental, like, identity crises that Destiny is having. They're just additional outlier problems. A 1,000 vault space is nice and all, but we do not have enough good guns in this game to actually fill it. Well, this is better for the new armor system. It's just like, I don't know, man. People are crazy. So the new vault, let's look at this. Okay. So it looks like you can sort by stuff here. So what is that? All items, what, weapons, armor, like cosmetics. You can apply filters. You can sort by different things here. So that maybe this is probably a filter. No. Okay, sorting and filters are different. I wonder if you'll be able to actually like filter things out. Like if you apply a filter that's like exotics only, I wonder if all the legendaries like disappear from view, which would be sick. And then it looks like, I wonder if you can click on the individual pages as well, which would be nice. They need to add this to collections. I'm so sick of skipping emblem pages. Examples of sorting features including tier slots power. Oh yeah, this is gas. Okay, this is good. This is gas. The one thing, and I don't know if, I don't know why, because this seems like a consistent thing that they don't want to do. And maybe this is like, maybe it's like a localization thing? I don't know. I would love, like for all of these, for shaders, for collections, for vaults, why can't I just type things? If I'm looking for Black Talon, why is there not just a search box here, like there is on DIM, like there is on every third-party API site, where I just type in Black Talon? Is that like because they don't implement that sort of system ever because of console? Sure, but they don't have to use it. Right? I don't know. And plus, like, consoles have had, Xboxes have had fucking, you know, digital keyboards that pop up for, like, a century. Yeah, they have player name searching. It does exist to some extent. I don't know. Interesting. I think we need it. I don't know why it's like that either. Yeah, I don't know, man. And it's like, just because console can't do something, like, you know what else console can't do? Console can't do this shit. You know what? This. Like, wait, you can't read it. Console can't do that shit, but we can still do it. It's still in the game. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck cares if console can't or can do something easily or not? It's like, it's still a quality of life feature. Console can do it? If console can do it, then why can't I have a search bar? What is happening? Is it a console thing or is it not a console thing? What the fuck? Okay, so you can type on console. Then where's my search bar? I revert back to my previous line of questioning. Anyways. Sorting is fucking sick. This is really cool. I'm trying to think if what is a case where I personally use this instead of DIM. Maybe that's why they don't put it in, because they're like, people are just gonna use DIM anyways, which is like valid. I don't know. I think this is cool. This is a great system. This is one thing I will say about the kind of Tyson Green era of Destiny. Is we are getting so many more of these little quality of life features than we've ever gotten before. Like, it's been happening for the last, I would say late stage Joe Blackburn as well, few years now. And it's like, I think at some point, 10 years into a game, most people would like kind of understand if they were just like, all right, we're not changing any of the fucking UI. Like, we're just like, you've been dealing with it for 8 years, fucking deal with it some more. But I really like this sort of stuff. I think this is good. And this is something I think that doesn't get like any credit or praise. Like this sort of thing, the change from Event Pass to like what we have now, like this sort of stuff feels really good in my opinion. So, yo, Presto, thank you for the super chat. Is there a reason to get tier 5 raid gear Do we know if it'll be featured in Renegades? Yes, anything that's featured now will be featured for the duration of Renegades, yes. So... who do you think is the all-time best game director for Destiny? I think this is a question that I'm not a huge fan of because I think there are a lot of... So, for instance, this is just my perspective. I've never met Joe Blackburn. Seems like a great human being. I think people really gas him up because the game got really good right as he was kind of leaving. But he was game director for a lot of the bad parts of Destiny as well. And I think, like, people just kind of, like, ignore that because it's convenient and they can... It allows them to yell at, like, towards Tyson. You know what I mean? And, like, ultimately, yeah, a game director is responsible for a lot of the things under them. But you could also argue in a lot of ways, like, the game directors earlier on maybe had it a little bit easier because they had way more people, like, not from a people management standpoint, but from a game content standpoint, because they had, like, way more people working under them. And the game was, like, fresher and newer, right? So it's like, they could have and did release a ton of slop in, like, Forsaken and Shadowkeep. And for the most part, people were pretty happy with a lot of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, not all of it, but a lot of it. And it's like, I think it's very hard to compare, just like it's very hard to compare different eras of Destiny because of different factors in the world and everything. Like, I think it's very hard to kind of, like, put all of that on a single individual. You know what I mean? So. Yes, Kitty? So. I don't know. I think people, like, honestly, I think people are really weird in Parasocial, especially with, like, the game directors. And it's just something that I've never really been that into, to be honest. I personally care, like... I like to see the wins and, like, the ownership of, like, individual devs, like a lot of the people, like, actually doing this stuff. I love that way more than, like for instance, like Onslaught, like Into the Light, right? I think that's late Joe Blackburn, like, going into Tyson, I think. I'm not going to assign that to anyone. Onslaught's like Noah and that team, right? Like, I love seeing the people that worked on it and that were passionate about it and helped, like, take these ideas and turn them into reality. I care way more about that, personally. So, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Main quality of life thing I want now is an extra page or two of loadout slots. I think we could quadruple the amount of loadouts in the game, and it would be fine. All right, sorry, I yap way too much, and there's a cat right here who's distracting the hell out of me because she's cute. Universal exotic armor ornaments. We're opening up the fashion game. Players may now apply any pre-owned exotic armor ornament of the same class and slot to their exotic armors in PvE activities. Armor will continue to show their base aesthetic in PvP to avoid confusion. Okay, so Aeon Swift. Okay, so was this like a Triton Vice thing? Whoa. Yeah, like Shards of Galanor, Liar's Handshake. This is cool. Actually, I kind of like this. And I like the decision to not allow this in PvP. I think this is good. Yeah, this is cool. This changes everything. I don't know about that, but that's sick. Okay, yeah. And you can make him look like Renewal Grasps. That's pretty fun. That's something, like, I never would have even considered. But that's pretty good. Numerous sandbox buffs to existing exotics and legendary archetypes. Weapon, armor, and more, giving a pass to give you more reason to pull out old favorites or build craft new ones. All you need to know is Still Hunt is going to be fucked. Reintroducing weekly objectives to support weekly rituals. Vanguard Alerts will bring back some Nightfall vibes. Check the tweet from earlier today. We will be doing that after. Arena Ops bringing select 6-player seasonal activities such as Catch Crash. Oh, Catch Crash is coming back. Okay. So this will be in the seasonal hub. So that's here. Oh, this screen's just changing. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they're making this look like a classic Destiny stream. That's a screen. That's good. Change this background, please, though. Like this. Oh, my God. If I have to stare at a Fortnite menu in a gray void one more time, I'm going to lose my mind, bro. No. It cannot look like this. It cannot look like this. This has to be a work in progress, bro. It has to be. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, that's a work in progress. Cool, okay. Bro, why is Kate a bear? What the heck? Anyways, that's kind of nice. Oh, in development example. Yes, nice. Example of Vanguard orders. Okay. I'm liking this screen. This is a little bit more my speed. Lots of things going on. Okay. Still needs some flair, but I'm liking it. Also notice this one doesn't have... It has Overview Conquest Seasonal Title, and this one has Vanguard Alerts. Okay. I did not read what Vanguard Alerts were, so I'm excited to read them here in a second. What other 6-player activities are there post Beyond Light? So we have Catch Crash. We have... Please don't bring back Salvage. Oh, scroll down more? Oh, no. Oh! Okay, Astral Alignment, Nightmare Containment. I did not think we would ever see Nightmare Containment again. That's actually kind of cool. I'm kind of down for that. 2 of these are good. Astral Alignment was aggressively mid. Never bring back Salvage. We can forget that one exists. Surely there's more, right? Dares of Eternity. Where is Dares of Eternity? Yeah, Season of Splicer one. What was that shit called? Overload? No, what was that shit called? Dares is still in the game? Yeah, most of, like, a lot of stuff in the portal is still in the game. So a lot of the stuff that's not in the portal is still in the game. But, what's that thing? Override, thank you. Override. No, Dares would be perfect for this, right? New legendary weapons and armor sets to earn across the portal. Alongside new looks to earn in Renegades content, we're adding multiple theme sets to expand upon your cosmetic chase. Upcoming events. This is one thing I'm really excited about. Like, for all of the faults of this era of Destiny, the last 4 or 5 months, the events have generally been pretty good. Obviously, Call to Arms, kind of rough. Great idea. Execution, I think the next time we see it, they said that we see it mid-season. So we'll see it, I don't know, in February or March. I think hopefully they implement these changes, make it better. But generally, with the exception of whatever the hell Reclamation was, all of the events have been very good. I don't even know if Reclamation counts as an event. I don't even know what that was. But everything else has been generally, like, pretty good. And honestly, probably the most interesting part of the game. So, I should read and then talk. This is like something that I should have learned 10 years ago, but here we are. So the Dawning's on December. Based on player feedback, we are returning to a 3-week duration for our larger seasonal events. I hope they take a page out of Festival of the Lost and we have a unique activity here. I think this year's Festival of the Lost was probably, bugs aside, the best they had ever done. I've never really been a big fan of the Haunted Forest. I know people really like to simp over it. I think it was always done pretty poorly. Haunted sectors have always been the worst thing ever. I really like haunted altars altars of haunting the house on the hill or whatever. That activity was pretty good. The PvP mode was pretty good. I wish the weapons were a little bit better, but generally pretty good event. I love the idea of shinies to farm too. Arms Week in January, our rotation of feature weapons continues with our next Arms Week focus on bows. That'll be pretty good. Guardian Games March, the return of our yearly class competition with updates, rewards, and theming. Very excited for this. Guardian Games has always been the most consistently high quality event. Excited for that. Astral on Snow. Oh. I don't think they're gonna, but fucking imagine, dude. Fucking imagine. I don't doubt there will be cookies, but I just want there to be an event. Like an activity. Call to Arms, mid-season, April. Our first Call to Arms has just started, but we're already in the midst of planning a mid-season event for Renegades. Speed running event. Look at all they have to do. Look at Calamity Ops in Destiny Rising and do that. Do that with 4 or 5 activities like you've done. Just do that. Iron Banner, the return of our theme PvP event. This Iron Banner still needs like a big refresh. Make it interesting. Fuck it. Throw mayhem on there. Make it fun. I miss when every time Iron Banner came back, there was a series of Iron Banners, like 2 or 3 in a row, where when Iron Banner came, we got a brand new game mode. That was sick. Let's go back to that. Make it truly an event. Iron Banner's been a nothing burger for so long. Make it an event. Heavy Metal, Tanks vs. Briggs, round 3 with new loot and holofoils to chase. Also, use the Star Wars Briggs. New Guardian Games is a speedrunning event unless they change it again. Was Guardian Games this year a speedrun? I don't remember. I remember it was a... No, I don't remember. Heavy Metal can't just return with 1 map. Yeah, it does need an extra map. I agree with that. The player base wants a Destiny 3. It's simple as that. Yeah, everyone fucking knows that. We agree. But, like, this is what they're doing. So we can still hope for good stuff here. Oh, no, it's the boss rush. That shit was sick. The boss rush. The boss rush. The boss Ross. Boss Rush was sick. That event was really, really good. I forgot about that. That was really cool. I want that shit back, actually. Different bosses, but it was sick. Sprinkled throughout these months will be general portal modifiers like Weapon Foundry sponsorships to juice up some gear in your arsenal, or heavy surges increase time with your rockets and machine guns. Note, some time frames may be subject to change. Keep an eye out for future tweets and announcements. Yeah, once again, like, I know people like to kind of bitch about everything nowadays, but I think the events have been genuinely very good. Each has had a few issues, usually bugs. Call to Arms, I think, just directionally was amiss. But the core idea of Call to Arms is awesome, and I want to see them iterate. Don't give up on that concept, and it seems like they're not. But the events are something that I feel like they need to continue to kind of crutch on to fill these dead spaces between DLCs, especially if like mid-season updates like Ash and Iron are going to continue to be that not good. We're going to be crutching events pretty hard. So Eyes Up Guardian, since Destiny launched over 10 years ago, it's always been a living, reactive world. There are successes and failures. We are grateful for these opportunities to explore different paths, learn from them, and with that clarity, build an inspiring new vision with and for our players. As we work on our plans and communications to address your feedback, thank you for being on this journey with us as we reshape our strategy for the long-term future of the Destiny franchise. That is an exciting message. I like the wording of that. I like the the kind of inherent hope of that message. And I think it's very exciting to have early visibility on that. I think that's cool. Heavy metal with ATST? I hope so. Events are very close to being peak. They just need some more tweaks on them. Yeah. Destiny 3 won't fix anything. Also, it's truly a clean slate. Everyone complain about losing their stuff and starting over. No, it does need to be a clean slate. And I think, you know, I used to be kind of on that mentality as well. But I think the most important thing for me that the concept of a Destiny 3 could bring is just a fresh start, and not even like in-game. It's just all the emotional and mental baggage that comes with Destiny, you know? And it's like, it's a very it is a Goliath, a daunting Goliath. And I think it's very unapproachable. And there's a lot of, like, we all obviously have a lot of emotions here. And anything to sort of reset that, I think, is very good. The things that, once again, I've been saying for a long time, but I'm going to keep saying them. A short-ish break, a few years, followed by a clean slate, I think is just where my mind goes every time. So. I would love to see them rework the reward shop. It's kind of useless. Yes, I totally agree with that. I don't think I've ever once bought anything from the reward shop. Yeah, this has got to be the most useless fucking screen of all time. It's like, oh great, by the end of the event, let me buy 2 enhancement cores. Like, yeah, all of this is pointless. I don't even understand. I can go run any fucking activity and get 3 of these, like, in 10 minutes. So, anyways, good message from Bungie. I think, yeah, I think everything there was good. Excited for the vault changes. And I'm excited for the roadmap. I'm glad they brought up the state of the game. I think that is a really important thing that the Destiny community needs to hear. And we'll see what next year brings, man. The most important thing to reset is game knowledge. Destiny has been solved for 4 years. 100%. 100%. All right. I'd be interested in... aren't the reroll chips, like, useless? Because I can buy a level for 100 silver, which this just gives a level, right? So I can just buy something for 100. The reward shop, how much is a reroll chip? It's the same. Why would I buy a reroll chip? I'm just gonna fucking buy the level. I don't, yeah, the math ain't math in there. Okay, this week in Destiny, we're ramping up for our new dungeon race and giving you a deep dive. Dailies are half a rank. These are half a rank. Oh my god, it's even worse than I thought. And giving you a deep dive into a new system called Vanguard Alerts. All right, new dungeon, Equilibrium. Take me away.
Six. Everything you've shown me, I've made real. I've marshaled a new Imperium to snuff out the light.
Oh, shit.
My violence is yours.
Didn't they say, wasn't this heavily hinted to be on a pyramid ship?
You know what comes next. Give me strength. Take everything I have.
Okay, well, fuck yeah. First off.
Six.
Six. So he's talking to one of the 9. So the 9 are involved.
6.
I assume this is the Dredgen guy?
6. Everything you've shown me.
So we're back on Venus?
I've made real.
Dungeon gear, looking sick. Wait, do we get on a ship as part of a dungeon?
Show me. I've made
6 is Saturn. Okay. This is interesting. So I wonder if we have like an encounter on Venus. We get on the ship and it takes us to the big ship. So do we think this ship, is this supposed to be, because it's Star Wars, right? So is this supposed to be like a Star Destroyer? Or is this supposed to be their analog for the Death Star? Oh, did I say... Wait, is Star Destroyer the thing from... Sorry, I'm not a big Star Wars guy. That's the thing from Episode 9, right? I meant the big ships, the classic Star Wars ship. Is that a Star Destroyer? What the fuck? What's Death Star but bigger? What was that shit called? Oh, Star Killer. Fuck. Sorry. God damn, bro. Dude, I don't Star Wars, okay? Star Killer. Isn't Star Killer the guy from fucking Force Unleashed? Isn't that Star Killer? Like the only Star Wars character I've ever liked? That guy's sick. He ain't canon, he should be though? Yeah, he should be. He's fucking sick. Unc knows nothing, dog. I'm not a Star Wars kid, okay?
I've marshaled a new...
Okay. Sorry. First off, immaculate, dude. This is like the perfect combination of like a Star Wars hangar, like an Imperial hangar and a Cabal hangar. Like this looks sick.
New Imperium to snuff out the light.
Really good stuff here. Oh, okay, wait, that was a really good shot of, I assume, the dungeon armor? So the Warlock's kind of Rey. Wait, isn't this just the... Wait, now I'm confused. Because is this not... This is the armor in the promo art. Yeah, it is. Right? Oh. Yeah, here. So the original promo art for Renegades is the dungeon armor, I think. Right? That's this? I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, no, it totally is. Look at the mask. The Titan's different, though. So this might be the Renegades armor. All the helmets are fucking sick, by the way. Okay. Oh shit! Whoa! I'm getting shot by Arc Sweet Business right now. Okay.
You know what comes next. Give me strength.
Okay. Sick. And that's Chewbacca's thing. And there, oh yeah, that's not, okay. Okay. So first off, that is this what the Proxic blade looks like? Because it kind of looks like Osiris right now. And then ATST in the background.
Take everything I have.
Take everything I have. Is that a Kylo Ren line? That sounds like a Kylo Ren line. Take everything I have. That's sick, dude. Okay. I'm gonna go one more time.
6.
It's nice to go back to Venus.
Everything you've shown me, I've made real. I've marshaled a new Imperium to snuff out the light.
Do we know who this voice actor is? Because this sounds... If you told me this was Adam Driver with like slight voice modulation, I would probably believe you.
6. Everything you've shown me, I've made real. I've marshaled a new Imperium to snuff out the light. My violence is yours. You know what comes next. Give me strength. Take everything I have.
That's a fucking sick line. Take everything I have.
Take everything.
Sorry, this flashes some symbols here. I just want to see if it's anything. Bro, not Tuno in Ek1 at 9%, bro. Not Buna Enet / dung, bro. Oh my god, bro. That's so funny. Okay. Anyways, that's just peak. That's just that shit looks really great. Oh man, do you understand the 9 lore? Vaguely. And so the vibes I'm getting here is that Kylo Ren, sad boy, is he's working with the 9, and for some reason he is if this could be trailer bullshit, you know? But if it's not trailer bullshit, it seems like he's like somehow giving himself. It's sort of like almost like an emissary, right? Like, yeah, I guess like I'm trying to remember how like the Lodi thing worked, but there has to be a way, like you have to willingly give yourself over, right? Because what's her head, Orin willingly stopped, right? So yeah, he's working with Saturn with 6, which I think there was lore of in Heresy, maybe. I have a lore question. If 3 is supposed to be on Earth, why was it on Kepler? So remember, the 9 don't actually exist in a single point of physical space, I think, right? And I think like the fabric between like our reality and theirs, or like their dimension, their 4th dimensionality, was just weaker on Kepler. And so that's where Maya was able, or the conductor was able to rip them through, I think. I don't know. It's all fucking, it's me. It's a video game, dog. I don't fucking know. Interesting though. It was hinted at that this was a 9 thing, right? In the original trailer. But I didn't expect them to come out and be like, oh yeah, it's actually this specific 9, which is very interesting. Introducing Vanguard Alerts. Hey there, Guardian engagement team here with a new feature aimed at reigniting a Destiny 2 ritual. Say hello to Vanguard Alerts, coming in week 2 of Renegades. Vanguard Alerts allow you and your team to complete a range of activities available to players at all skill levels for rewards that will help you progress in the game. Activities include different playlists, our new Grandmaster Vanguard Alert, and the Desert Perpetual Raid, as well as the upcoming Renegades Dungeon. Vanguard Alerts should feel similar to the Vanguard Ops playlist and Grandmaster Nightfalls of old. The goal was to bring back the feeling of logging into Destiny 2 for the week and immediately knowing what activities to start with to get you and your fire team that good loot, giving you opportunity to have fun while building up to harder activities. This is once again one of those things that feels like it should have been pretty obvious and sort of avoidable, removing that in the first place. I understand them moving away from GM Nightfalls specifically, But the fact they didn't think to replace that with anything initially, that's kind of the disappointing part of that, right? Like, it seems fairly obvious. So, I don't know. They did conquests. No, those fulfill very different things, though, right? Like, the whole point of GMs was to replay them in, like, essentially infinitely. And they, like, I'm not saying just replacing hard content with hard content. I'm saying, like, there's clearly a niche that Grandmaster Nightfall's fulfilled, and they just left it empty. Right? It's more about the farm than anything. To complete Vanguard Alerts, open Seasonal Hub and go to the Vanguard Alerts tab. You can view the playlist and activity for the week, see the rewards, and view the activity challenge. They rotate weekly, so every week should feel like a new challenge is awaiting you and your friends. This is exciting. I like that. I don't mind that. Vanguard Alert, Arena Vanguard Alert, and Crucible. These playlists contain a set... Oh, by the way, did they fix... can I get a better Crucible score in arms, or Call to Arms now? Did they fix that? They did fix it? Sick. Okay. These playlists contain a set of activities including a new 6-player PvE arena ops that are fast, uncomplicated to complete, and have a preset modifiers. Yes! These are best for players that just want to relax and play some PvE. This is, bro! This is what I've been asking for. This 6-player thing, that's cool. Less of what I've been asking for. Man, I miss the fucking day where an event came out or a new activity launched and I just boop, boop, launched into it. Now I'm like, okay, which difficulty? Which 28 modifiers? Oh, it's not match made. Let me find 2 friends. Fuck that. This is good. We need more shits where we just say, boop, boop, and then we're shooting things. I don't know how we moved so far away from that so quickly, but we need to get back. Grandmaster Vanguard Alert. They're more difficult activities where you and your fire team can test your mettle. Rotating weekly, Grandmaster Vanguard Alerts should take slightly longer and offer greater rewards for your time and effort, as they are harder than the usual Grandmaster difficulty you find elsewhere in the portal. Think of them as the old Grandmaster Nightfalls of old. If they're harder, why not call them Ultimate? They have a word for harder than Grandmaster. So now, I'm admittedly a little nervous of this, right? For the core sole reason that we now have... So right now, we have two screens that look... Well, really, we have 3 screens that look the same, right? We have solo ops. No, fucking... Excuse me. What the fuck did I just say? We have all the portal stuff that looks the same. Just activities on a screen. We have conquests, which are activities on a screen. And we have events, which are activities on a screen. So now we're adding a 4th screen that's like that. And it's somewhere completely different. That worries me. That worries me. Initially. Dungeon and Raid. We have included dungeons and raids in Vanguard Alerts to give you easy access to the activities. The Renegades Dungeon and the Desert Perpetual Weekly, our raid have weekly challenges that grant rewards from their corresponding week pools. Okay. I don't see how this is any less complex than the director, man. We're starting to get to the point where it's 4 months in and we're already more sprawled out. They actually address that later? Oh. Okay. God, I love menus full of rectangles so much. Okay. We want Vanguard Alerts to be a place where you start your week in Destiny 2, so its rewards have been designed to accommodate that. Each week, the Vanguard Arena Ops and Crucible Alerts will offer multi-stage challenges with rewards and XP granted for each stage completed. The weapons you earn from completing each stage will be tier 3 or above, based on your account power, and among the highest power drops you can earn in Destiny 2. On top of that, they are a primary source for seasonal weapons, featuring the Accelerated Assault origin trait, which loads a small amount of ammo into the weapon after dealing sustained damage. Okay. So, the way I read this is weapons, it'll be similar weapons, but they have a unique origin trait that is only available from this activity. From the alerts. That's interesting. Okay. That's could be a good one too. This is kind of like how some of the heresy weapons had it was the shiny heresy weapon, the what do they call them? The heretic arsenal? Heretical arsenal? They you know, they had the King's Fall origin trait. Runneth Over, maybe? That was only available if you got the shiny version, so it kind of sounds like that's what they're doing. Which is cool. I don't mind that. It's like almost, if you think about it, right? Like that differentiates a tier 5 that you get, differentiates a tier 5 that you get from like normal activities from the harder activities, right? So this is actually almost giving you like an additional power chase farm, which is cool. I actually don't mind that. Additionally, once per week, you can earn the following bonus rewards for completing the first stage of each alert category. Chronologs, Bright Dust, Bright Dust. You can repeat the playlist activities and receive regular rewards based on score with a random chance of gaining another seasonal weapon with an extra origin trait. Yeah. Completing Grandmaster Vanguard Alerts with a B grade or higher will reward one pinnacle weapon with the accelerated assault origin trait and bonus XP. Completing Desert Perpetual Raid and Renegades Dungeon weekly will grant... Okay, so... I'm not a huge fan of... it's not that big of a deal, but I'm not a huge fan of doing the raid and dungeon and getting an extra piece of loot, but it's from a generic pool. They got to be careful there. They got to be careful there. What's next for the Vanguard Alerts? We're working on further improvements for the Vanguard Alerts, and we will share as soon as possible. In the meantime, we can share that we are looking into adding legacy content, including raids and dungeons, and the weekly rotation of finding a permanent location for Vanguard Alerts in the portal, as well as exploring, expanding the activity and reward offerings in a future update. Okay. The version launching in the next few weeks is a foundation, and we want your help to determine what to build up next. Use hashtag Vanguard Alerts on Twitter, X, no one calls it X, Twitter, and Blue Sky to share your thoughts on the following. I did tweet about this. Which legacy activities would you like to see, including the Vanguard Alerts? This definitely seems like it's never going to be pre-Beyond the Light things, but I still think it would be so fucking epic if just one random Tuesday we log on, there's a new Menagerie event. Menagerie's back. There's some themed rewards. There's a Callus robot that's like the vendor for the event. And it's just like, fuck it, we brought back some of your old favorite content, Menagerie and some of this shit. And I think that would be sick. I don't think that'll ever happen. And that's not necessarily what they're talking about here, but I think that would be so fucking sick. And if they don't market something like that, I think it'll just like explode. Like I think people, did you see they brought back this blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. I think like so much of like Bungie's problems is they overmarket and explain things nowadays, and people have time to get hype and they get not excited, like overanalyze everything before it comes out. And I think like honestly, we just need to get back to shit just happening. You know, like shit just needs to just fucking happen. Stop over explaining everything that is going to happen in terms of like actual activities you're gonna see and shit. Just let shit happen. What activities do you miss, and would you like to run again with your fire teams? Where would you expect to find Vanguard Alerts in the portal? We understand the seasonal home is the most convenient, and we want them to be easy to access. Dog. Right fucking there. I miss it so much. Bungie, please. Bungie, please. Move the Pale Heart over fucking there. Put the portal right fucking there. Put all the stuff here. And let's just have a good time. I am so sick of this screen. And it's been 4 fucking months, dude. I'm so sick of this screen, dog. Whatever. It's fine. Call to arms updates. We appreciate the constructive... Oh, we already read this. So that's good. Bungie bounty returns. Okay, we good? Oh. Wait, are we sure? I need it. It's not cool. What is W place? Wait, how do you know it's on W place? Is that what this is? They're made 1 pixel at a time? Oh. The fuck is W place? Oh, it's the Reddit thing. Oh, shit. Okay, that's fucking sick. I didn't realize this. Okay. This is the Reddit does this like once a year. Where it's like you take over things. This is fucking crazy. God damn. People are crazy, dude. Wait, you're telling me 1 fucking person did this? Surely they had like a team of people, right? No, fucking, that's crazy. Good for them. Well earned. God damn. Okay, I have to get a better Crucible score. I mean, I don't have to. But I'm gonna. Oh, do I have to? Didn't they say they were removing? Can I just play? Did you see the Titan on the portal screen is holding a new exotic? In the TWAB? Oh, I fucking clicked on the wrong. Scanning. Scanning. Oh, not the fucking help center, bro. What are you talking about? I don't know what page you're talking about here. Oh, this? Well, can I check if Mint is featured? Mint is in Midtown right now. That's actually like a pretty good spot for that to be. Pretty sure that's a kinetic heavy sniper the Titan is holding. Oh, was that in the trailer? Bro, why is Darth Vader got some RGB bullshit going on? You guys see that?
Move in and take those zones. They are your life. You have zone advantage.
Oh! Not making a trip to New Zealand this fine day? No. We're doing the zombies thing tomorrow. Yo, Rodatron! Or Rod Rightron. Holy fuck, I butchered that. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Enjoy your ghost. Hey, by the way, if you're just now joining us, there's an exclusive ghost shell you can get by subbing on Twitch, and an exclusive emblem you can get by watching for 30 minutes over on Twitch. So make sure you guys get that. Oh my god, I'm fucking good at this game. Yes, zombies. So Black Ops 7 comes out tonight at midnight. Tomorrow at 1 Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern, is the new Easter egg race. We will be trying to solve that live. So I'll probably go live around 11 or so to start learning the map and such and so forth. So looking forward to that. Zombies this year looks really good. So I'm excited for that. And then this weekend, one thing I would really like to do, whenever they fix the scores, whenever they fix the power thing, where in Call to Arms you can only get good scores if you're high power, whenever they fix that, because I don't think they fixed that yet, I would like to do like a carry stream or something, where if you're having difficulty getting good scores, or you don't have like a fire team or whatever, you can join up and we'll get you at least enough points for the helmet. I think that would be really cool and quite fun. So don't know if that'll be this weekend because we don't really know. Yo, Toxic Rhyme, thank you for the sub. We don't really know when they're making that change, but
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
you still gotta be like 500. Yeah, I know, but it's easier. And there's a tweet from Destiny the game.
You have zone advantage.
I don't see a tweet from Destiny the game.
They just took the lead.
No, nothing new. Anyways, so we might be doing that at some point. So just kind of depends when they do the power update. And like I said, like fuck me. I know a lot of people can't get like fire teams and stuff, so it shouldn't be so hard to if you just hop in. We should be able to complete pretty much everything.
Enemy has advantage.
They're making it too easy in my eyes to be top 1%. You know, it's like there's still some. I mean, it's still a competition. I don't think they're making it too easy. They're just making it less annoying, right? Like, none of the changes seem inherently like bad changes, in my opinion. They're just making it more of an even playing field, which is like, if you can only be top 1%, if they're gatekeeping parts of the system, then like, you really part of the top 1%? How is that fucker not dead?
You have advantage.
So let me get this right. You need points to get the helmet, but need to be a 1%er and at least one thing to get the flames. I don't think that's true.
They have advantage.
No, the helmet always has flames. Right? Am I dumb? Yeah, I think the flames means you get to keep the helmet, but if you don't get top, if you don't get 100 points next call to arms, then you lose the flames until you earn them back again. But you still get the helmet. Like you just have the thing every time you were in the top 100 points, which is like, that's fine. But I'm worried that means that next call to arms, there's going to be less chase for us. Because, like, well, there better be... this is something that I am kind of worried with, like, the repeat events. I'm getting my ass absolutely fucking just brutalized this game, dude. Oh my god, I'm bottom of the game. What the shit was I fucking talking about? Oh, yeah. With a lot of these repeat events, I've been kind of worried about that because it's like, you know, heavy metal comes back and it's like, well, we earned all of these rewards the last time. What is there to, you know, it seems like the event cadence is almost too fast for them to keep up with, like, consistently new rewards for them. Which is, like, fine, because, like, people, there should always be some level of returning rewards, don't get me wrong, because, like, people can't play every single event. But there should be a new chase item every time for people who did play the last event. Because if there's not, then, like, why the fuck am I playing the event? You know? I don't know, in my eyes, the top 1% are the 550 people. Dog. There are people that have gotten world's firsts in races that aren't, like, probably most people that have a world's first aren't 550 light. Well, your light level has absolutely no indication of your skill. It is also, like, so fucking easy to get 550 right now. Oh, I'm dead.
I can feel that in my bones. It's time, God.
Oh, what in the fuck? What am I... Why am I using that?
You have zone advantage.
Nah, man. I don't know. The light thing isn't it. Once again, if you can only be top 1%, if they're gatekeeping a large part of the community from even competing, then you're probably not top 1%.
You have advantage.
Oh, fuck me. Because even if it's easy, it takes time. Just like, I don't know, man. This is why I think Calamity Ops is a much better, although Calamity Ops is tied to power as well. But I think Calamity Ops and Destiny Rising are a much better model for this type of event, where it's like, it is purely, well, like I said, there is power to it. But for the most part, it is execution based. Whereas, like, in the event nowadays, it's not hard. Like, nothing about what we did. Hoon and I, we grabbed a friend that hasn't played the game in fucking months. We went through the 4 PvE activities. We did everything like first or second try. We placed top 1%. We did that all within like an hour and a half. It's not hard. Like, it's not... Nothing here is difficult execution-wise. Which means that the barrier of entry, the difficult thing, or the thing that sets you apart, is just being a highlight. And it's like, that's not really a competition. This is like, who can put up with Bungie's bullshit for longer? So it's like, I don't know. I want these activities to truly challenge my execution skills and my game knowledge and my build crafting ability. My adaptability to unique situations that I will only find myself in these events.
You're beaten.
Oh shit! Huh?
You've got
Felt like
to
my
hold
gun
those
was like...
zones. Maybe next time.
It's really bucking there. Yeah, the vault space changes are sick. Real fucking cool. I also feel like I'm getting way more bright dust than ever. Like, borderline, probably too much bright dust. Also, okay, the fact that this is a 40 level pass is crazy. Oh, they did actually say that in the 12. 40 levels is way too much for 2 weeks. How am I supposed to fucking grind this shit? How much do you get from like a game? Just got here. What's a TLDR? They released a small like content preview for Renegades. Looks pretty good. They are working on a larger state of the game to discuss the future of Destiny in a longer multi-year roadmap that comes out next year, probably I would imagine within the first couple of months. Plus 300 vault spaces, better sorting. GM-like activities are coming back, like GM Nightfall kind of farmable type activities. Guns that drop from there, it'll be the seasonal guns, but they have a unique origin trait, which is cool. What else? Am I missing anything? Yeah, 300. If I get like decent amount of levels from or like a decent amount of XP from a game, then I don't mind grinding this. I'm gonna hold this picture and compare them, see how much I get. I also have a lot of reroll chips. I also have all this silver, but I don't really want to spend fucking $40 worth of silver. It's like on nothing. Do your challenges. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking do my challenges, but that's a rank and a half every day. Make 2 ranks at best, right? Something like that. So it's like, oh yeah, Catch Crasher's coming back, Astral Alignment's coming back, Nightmare Containment from Season of the Haunted's coming back. Those are good changes as well. I have pulled a Scarrow and I'm now arguing with dumb people on Twitter. Classic mistake, my friend. Never pull a Scarrow. Dude, I'm so fucking... I spend way too much fucking time on Twitter. It's a sickness. I think I've been pretty well behaved. Hey, people who follow me on Twitter, I've been pretty well behaved recently, right? I feel like I haven't gotten any big arguments with anyone. I think. I don't know. Have you muted? That's fair enough. Actually, it's X now. Yeah, no one, no one normal calls it X. It's like if you're in a conversation and someone's like, "Oh, I posted this on X," my flag goes up, and I immediately go, "Oh shit!" There's a 80% chance this person is racist. I have to be careful. I'm now overanalyzing every other thing this person says. What's worse, scrolling Twitter or Buffalo Sabres hockey, dude? Oh my god. It sucks because the Sabres had a really good team this year, and they're just falling apart. They touch the ice and they break. Worst luck imaginable. Hopefully fucking... So I had a 10-step plan. I actually texted my dad this earlier. Sneaky. Because the season, we're 15 games in. Our best players, or the players that make the biggest difference, are out for another month at least. So I was like... I texted my dad this very long plan earlier. I said, I'm currently working on manifesting the Sabres' next steps. 1, get absolutely slaughtered tonight. They played the Avalanche. Probably the best team in the league right now. The score will be 15-1 and McKinnon will get 9 points. Step 2, Kevin Adams is fired, preferably tomorrow. Step 3, Terry Pagula, the owner of the Sabres, sucks it up and hires Shanahan as the president of hockey ops. And then we snipe Chris Drury as our new GM from the Rangers. 4, we trade Tuck for a high first round draft pick, plus a prospect, plus a third line left winger. 5, I will be convinced... Or I could be convinced to trade one of our goalies, UPL or Alex Lyon, but it better be an insane deal. 6, tank. 7, Norris, our most fragile player, gets metal shoulder implants and doesn't play another game all year to recover. 8, the first overall draft pick is clearly rigged in our favor. Terry Pagula donates a bunch of money to Penn State already, where Gavin McKenna plays. And Gary Bettman was at our home opener. It's so obvious. 9, the Buffalo Slugs are back. The best Sabres jerseys ever. 10, we're the Stanley Cup champions from 26-27, 27-28, and 28-29. That's my grand plan for the Sabres. And it all starts tonight, baby. When they lose 15-1, you remember this moment. Okay?
Zone C captured.
And it all starts by us getting annihilated and Kevin Adams getting fired. The Slug jerseys were so peaked, dude, they were. Oh no, Lab's telling me to check my DMs.
Enemy has zone advantage.
Okay, Lab. You should post that shit on Twitter.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
That was the worst rebrand ever? Nah, the Buffalo Slugs are sick, dude. I grew up in the era of Buffalo Slugs in the navy blue instead of the royal blue. So, like, that's my nostalgia hit right there. Although the go-heads are fucking awesome. Oh, shit. Sorry. Oh, my God. I'm bad. Ah! No!
Together as one. I love it. Oh, look what you have.
Oh, shit!
Your moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock. Double down. Zone C lost.
What the?
Enemy claimed Zone C.
What the?
Enemy has zone advantage. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Bro.
Double down.
Oh, man. But yeah, so things in life are a little rough right now. Sabres are bad. Destiny's all, you know, doing all right.
Captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Double down.
Yeah, good try, buddy. If I can roll this game, then I can get some good,
Enemy clean.
I thought that guy's name was Orgy Limited.
Zone B locked.
Oh, I needed that.
You have advantage.
Dude, I'm so fucking bad at this game. Nice.
Tell them to line
So good at this game. Oh. Oh!
It's time, Guardian. Crush them.
A Grand Admiral Chungus, bro. I think I had one name change. That's what he used it on.
Zone C
No,
locked.
fuck.
Zone A captured. You.
No! No!
Zone C.
No! It's okay. I can still... I don't know how your ranking is determined at all, but we're going for a top percent this game, okay?
Strong start. Fight on. Zone A locked.
Oh shit. What a fucking good super.
Zone A captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. 2 for 1.
That guy's hurt.
That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Zone A lost. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
I thought we were way too far in the lead for, or in the game.
Enemy claimed Zone A.
You got 102 with 40
Well
defeats.
fought victory.
I got 2 submersions there. That's kind of sick.
You fight like a demon for these zones. Bring me your friends. I need more like you.
Wait, what are good scores from this? I don't even fucking know. No. Wait, what do I get? Okay, so first off, okay, 10 points. We gotta go. I have to keep popping off there. Okay, so first off, 1 Crucible game. One Crucible game gives you that much content or that much XP. So what, like four games a level? So 160 Crucible games. That makes me sad. Oh shit, free rep! Free rep! No, come back, coward.
That shut them down. 2 for 1. Power play. enemy has your zone.
Yeah, it just seems like a very grindy event pass. 40 levels just seems like so many. Yo, toxic. Yo, that emblem is a throwback. Whoa. I haven't seen that shit in so long. Back, simpler times. Simpler times.
They have advantage. 5 minutes.
Right on. Man,
You have advantage.
we've got to be almost mercied, right? Is this? It's probably 60 points. Jump up, coward.
I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
Yeah, told you.
That shut them down.
I think this event track specifically should be based off of accumulated points. So finish activity top 1% gives more progress than the top 30. Oh, that'd be, yeah, I don't disagree with that. That's a good idea.
You eat monsters for breakfast. You can win a battle for territory. Again.
Does anyone else think there are too many drops from this event? Is that a bad thing to complain about? Yeah, using reroll tokens makes me kind of nervous because it's like I don't have to use them, but yeah, I probably should. That is a bad thing to complain about? All right, I'll shut up then. Sorry, my bad. My bad. You guys know what time it is? Okay. Oh my fuck. Okay, so it's an armor piece. What are the... Oh my god, I just mentioned them earlier today. The Hunter Gauntlets from Forsaken for Blade Barrage. Oh, can't think of them. Well, we'll go with Young Ahamkar's Spine then. Okay. Warlock or Titan from Red War. Floaty boys. Floaty boys, floaty boys, floaty boys. What was that shit called? Floaty boys, floaty boy. Yes. Okay. Titan exotic from Red War. Fuck, why am I so bad at this? Team War Rig. Oh, I knew it wasn't a chest. Okay. Titan boots or helmet? Titan helmets.
Control.
I'm not ready, bro. I'm not ready. Saint 14, I don't think is vanilla. I'm not moving until I get this. Oh, Mask of the Quiet one. That might be. This might be Curse of Osiris.
Take the zone.
Okay. Titan helmets. from vanilla.
Zone C captured. Enemy claimed Zone A.
Is it? It's not same 14. I don't think that's vanilla.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, insurmountable? Yes! Yes! Oh, let me pull chat back up. One sec. Let me deal with these nerds and I'll pull chat back up.
Zone C lost. Two for one. Yes.
No, come back! Coward! Thank you, fuck.
You captured Zone C. You have advantage.
Let me pull chat
Enemy
back up.
claimed Zone A.
Boom!
Zone B lost.
Destiny 2 needs proc chat? Yes, it does.
Enemy claimed Zone B. Zone C lost. Enemy claimed Zone C. You captured Zone B.
Oh, I really wanted to... That's a sick emblem. Really wanted to
Zone
destroy
B
that guy's
lost.
ankles.
You captured Zone
Couldn't... Salvation's Edge was your nickname in high school,
A.
lab?
Enemy claimed Zone B.
That's crazy. Man. Yo, TH! I'm doing well. How are you doing? Once again, if you're just now joining us, guys, remember, there's an exclusive emblem right now if you watch on the Twitch side for 30 minutes.
Enemy
And then, what the shit? And then there's, oh my fucking Christ. There's also a Ghost Shell if you gift or become a sub over on the Twitch side as well. I don't know how long that goes for.
Enemy claimed Zone C.
Probably, those are usually like a week. Is there still a guy here? Thought it was a shader? What did I say? Did I say emblem? I meant shader.
Zone advantage is
Sorry.
yours.
Scaro9, king of misinformation. It's this week, Tuesday reset, thank you. Exalto, I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, I know, I keep forgetting.
Enemy claimed
They're
Zone
fun, though.
B. It's a power play.
Can't.
Get those zones back. Enemy claimed
Oh no! Oh no! That's a fucking crazy name, dude.
You captured Zone A. You have zone advantage.
Oh. I was doing a lot better before I did Exalt.
You captured Zone C. Power
Are
play.
you gonna make a state of the game video like every other creator? What do you mean? I was really hoping someone was pulling heavy.
Zone B lost. Enemy claimed Zone B.
Do you mean like, am I gonna make a, like I'm taking a, I mean, I've been making videos on like critiques and how I would fix things like the portal and stuff, but no, I'm not gonna
Zone
be like
C
a,
lost.
Destiny 2 has the lowest player population it's had since yesterday. Like, I'm not gonna make one of those videos because I think those are kind of bottom feeder content. So no. I like to focus on meaningful discussions.
Zone A lost. You captured Zone C. 5 minutes. Could go your way. Could go theirs. Enemy claimed Zone A.
You'll get a lot of views. Surely that can only be a good thing. Fuck him.
Zone C lost. Zone B captured. Enemy claims Zone C. Double down.
Or are you not dead?
Down. This is wonderful. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
Run!
Zone B lost. Strength in numbers.
Peek, coward!
Excellent.
Ah, I win that. I win that. Quick question, do you think Edge of Fate would have retained more players if they added a new super subclass and 10 plus exotics? No, I don't. Maybe like 2% more players, but no. If you like the gameplay, if not, then it's fine just to let it go and quit bagging on it, you know? The negativity is honestly not cool. Like, people got bills to pay, I get it, but it's just like... I think people like to think that they have a lot more insight into these things than they do. Or that they, like... I don't know, like... I watch a lot of those videos just because... I'm like, what, you know, what's happening here? And just, people just say the dumbest shit. Like, I just don't... I don't know, man. It's just noise. Like, so many of those videos are just noise. And it's just like, I try hardest in my life to not just be noise, you know? I like to be, unless I'm streaming, talking to you guys, and then I am essentially only just noise. I'm trying to kill your friend. But it's just like, it's just not useful. Like, I don't know why I would put time into something to just be noise. It is what it is, man. I don't know. But it's also like, I have other things in my life to worry about, and some people just don't. So it's like, whatever.
Zone A captured.
Clickbait discussions pad that bank account. Look, man, I don't need that. Like, I don't need that. It's just like, I don't know. And maybe that is a position of privilege, right? But it's like this is probably my best year financially on YouTube ever, because I started, not on YouTube, content creation ever, because I started streaming on Twitch. And even so, this is a rough estimation because I don't really keep up with it that much, but my content creation is likely to be, I would say, somewhere around a fifth of what I make as a chemist. So it's like, it's just, I'm just here for the vibes. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I don't know, that's one of the reasons that it really sucks when people are like, oh, you're covering Marathon because Bungie pays you. It's like, dog, Bungie couldn't fucking afford me. You know what I mean? Like, they want to double my salary, I'll consider it. You know what I mean? But it's like, fucking pull out the wallet or shut up, boys. This is where I'm at. I don't know. 30 lab.
30 seconds. Zone C lost.
But it also sucks because it's like the fact that like the default is when I'm giving legitimate criticism or praising even something that I think was good in Destiny. How dare I say something's good in these tumultuous times? But you know, if I say I like something about Marathon, or I'm like, hey, this event has a lot of promise in Destiny, it really sucks that people's snap reaction is shill, right? And I think that's I think that says a lot about the state of content creation, or people's perceived state of content creation. I think that's really unfortunate in itself. But you know. Yo, Sweeney. Bungie could afford me if they wanted. I'm only hireable as a brutally honest critique machine. Pretty good. We got a Renegades roadmap today, Sweeney, but it's not the roadmap that DMG's been talking about. Early next year, we're going to get a multi-year roadmap of Destiny, and that's the one they've been talking about. Bungie's is simultaneously on the verge of shutting down and having the money to pay people to chill. I'm really like I would love to know how much people think Bungie pays me. It's actually calmed down a lot since I made that video and I was like, you guys are being fucking stupid. They pay for travel and I get a per diem when I go out there. You know, since I made that video kind of explaining it, people have really calmed down on that sort of rhetoric because I think people have realized how dumb it is. But the other thing, one of these days, I'm going to lose it, and I'm just going to make a video on the difference between a community summit and the Edge of Fate like pre-record event where you get to where we got to go and record footage before the expansion came out. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of content creators that seem to think those are the same thing, and they're very much not the same thing. And I think I think that's a conversation I would like to have at some point, because some people are saying some very stupid things. Did you see the feedback thing that Destiny Rising is doing? No, I did not. First of all, I want to say I love your videos, but I disagree with you. People just want more Destiny. Objectively, people do not just want more Destiny. Bungie has been giving us more Destiny for 10 years. People, like, very objectively do not want more Destiny. Time and time again, that has been proven. By analytics, by, like, literally everything. I think Bungie delivers on all of their content except for more exotics and supers. People want the sexy stuff. No, dog, just no. Just literally no.
Zones means no victory. Take them and crush your enemies.
Yes, formidable. They are random, and it's really annoying because they put the high value targets. Like, not only are they random, they're at the very end. So you have to do the whole fucking thing before you find out if you won the RNG lottery, which sucks. They should bring back FOMO. I mean, that's what the helmet is. Oh, that sucks that I fucked that up. Like, no matter how many new things come into the game, it'll never be truly new because the very DNA is still Destiny, so it feels familiar. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, every time they innovate as time goes on, that those new innovations hit less and less hard every time. And it's well, it goes back to the Vault of Glass thing that I'm always talking about. And it's just an unfortunate truth of, like, human psychology. Oh my god, I'm bad. It's just an unfortunate truth, I think, of, like, human psychology. Like, we just enjoy things less over time. Or we enjoy, like, similar experiences less over time, and I think that's really unfortunate, but it's just kind of how it goes, you know? Especially if we're, like, consistently experiencing them. The HVT's in the middle for Taken. Oh, I forgot they switched it. How much better is Taken? Oh, fuck. Why is Twitter making me use two-factor authentication for my DMs? Wait, they're what? Peek! Coward! Oh, I'm bad. Oh my god. Hey Hoon, as you're doing your runs, if you're still doing runs or whoever's doing runs, you should check your reputation before and after completion. Because I want to know if all of the events give about the same amount of track XP, or if it's more efficient to run certain activities. Oh my god. Dude, I hate when I like enter an engagement and I just like... I'm just bad. I did one run to check that and it gave me what felt like nothing. Okay, I'm getting about a quarter of a level every Crucible game. Oh! Oh, I thought he was gonna go not there. We're buying rank 40. Let's go. Every activity gives 25%. Okay. That's ridiculous. That coil gives the same amount as a Crucible game, by the way, but here we are. So 160 Crucible games is the play, eh? I guess technically so. Wait, any difficulties, Snurf? Any activity, by the way, not just Cold Arms. Wait.
You have
Okay.
advantage.
What about private matches? Has anyone tested private matches?
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead.
I'm gonna assume that doesn't work, but it's Bungie.
You have zone advantage.
Dude, I cannot hit my shots right now. Die. Goodbye, cruel world. Never mind, that guy's bad. And if it's any difficulty, dude, like running base level Calderas is not bad at all, actually.
Your enemy has a
I'm gonna do a private match after this and copium it.
zone advantage is yours.
Nice. Ugh. Not nice. I can personally confirm a speedrun C rank Caldera gives track progress and probably the same amount. It's actually like a real interesting thing here that we are putting together. Hello. No! Never mind, you're fucking bad, dude. Sit down. That's fucking embarrassing. Never mind, I'm embarrassed now. Holy shit. I was trash talking and then I fucking did that. That's crazy. Yeah, after this, I'm going to try private match. Because private matches have given progress for things before. So... I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility, personally.
3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Oh my dude, I am so out of it right now. I really should go eat. Is that you? Bruh, like...
Power play. Keep the pressure on. Keep it up, and victory is yours.
I'm just not getting clean 3 taps right now. Let's see what lab's running for Onslaught.
Keep the pressure on. I could not ask for a better.
All right, let's see how the fucking see how this works.
Impressive. You could give the Red Jacks a lesson in territory control.
Okay. So where am I at? I am at just under 11. So if I go to World, I go to Crucible, private match. Dude. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Hawkmoon. I'm inclined to agree, but once again, it's Bungie, so who knows?
Control.
Interesting quote from the end of the article. As we reshape our strategy for the long-term future of the Destiny franchise. Yeah, I mean the quote when they put out the roadmap said the same like type of thing, right? Very thoughtful language. Thought Collision was the way to go for private matches. It is. It is Collision. I forgot about that. Well, let's see. I'm already here. Why? It's a private match. Why is this taking so long to load in?
Show me you can take ground. Hold the zones.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever.
You captured Zone A.
Oh my god, we're getting so many points right now. I'm pointed up, bro.
You captured Zone B. You have advantage.
Oh my. I think I'm gonna mercy him.
You're almost there. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
Come on.
A well-fought victory.
Does not appear to have counted. Okay, so we can confirm. Does not count. So portal activities only. So yeah. Whoa. I mean, fuck. 1 second. Let me check real quick. Let me check something.
There's few Guardians I would send without a fire team, but you're one of them. Don't make me regret it.
We appreciate the confidence, Saint. We won't take any unnecessary risks. I hope.
It's called the Era of the Fastest. Just like pure completion. This is... Oh, you have to shoot the box. It's like I've done so many of these, I just don't remember how it works. Oh yeah, I don't know if dual Encardu counts. Dude, that would be so fast if she counted though. Weird thing on the... I hit the terrain. So it's Vex, so it's the... Oh, it's the Harpy boss. Wonder if I can kill it before it goes immune or if it hard blocks. not obvious, I'm a little rusty in the lost sectors.
Good job, Guardian. You should be ready for more solo missions. After everything we learned on Kepler.
So there should be a little, like probably 10% in the next tier.
But old enemies will not wait for vague prophecies. We will do what we always have. Fight for our city.
I don't know if that quite gave me the same amount. That does feel like it could be less. I don't sure. Is there a checkpoint drop for doing Karu anymore? Like, why would there be? I kind of feel like there's not going to be anymore. Try it again with a... Okay, I can do one more.
Time-sensitive operation, Guardian. Clear each
God, I wish it was the
sector before
Fallen
it
one.
runs out.
The Vex one is so bad. Oh no! And I'll try to be on that screen this time when I kill it, so I can watch exactly how much it gives. God, doing this 160 times would be so... Maybe not. You gotta be one of the only people playing this dead game right now, man. No, I mean, I think only is a bit of an exaggeration, but you know, whatever. Is that okay? It's just normal. I really took a lot of shots there. World population is like 20k. That's pretty fucking low if you ask me. Well, no one did, but thank you for your concern. I don't know. What do you suggest? How do I exit ball? What the fuck? I think that got rebound because I don't think that was always easy. All right, what do we got here? Oh,
This was nice change. No time travel, no prophecies. Only shooting enemies in one dimension.
I take it you've been sitting in on the Vanguard briefings on the anomaly?
it might be a little less.
At home with Osiris.
That didn't feel like quite 25%.
Too much warlock talk for a Titan.
That seemed closer to maybe like 17 or 20. I don't know. I don't think 4 of those completes the bar. Maybe it does. But okay. Alrighty, well, the Sabres played an hour, and I need to go eat. But good stuff. Tomorrow we'll be solving the we'll be doing the zombies Easter egg. Pretty excited for that. The Black Ops 7 zombies looks pretty good. So I'll be live probably, like I said, 11 or 12 Eastern. Pretty excited for that. And then once they fix the score, like I said, I think I want to do call to arms carries. So that'll be pretty fun as well. So, all right, who do we got? Just okay. All right, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, should be pretty good. Thank you, everyone. And